probably the only book that actually made me cry. Be aware. Thank you all for being here, for coming back to About the Story. In this video, I'm going to do a book review on The Sea of Monsters and The Titan's Curse. So I kind of got ahead of myself and read the whole series. It's quarantine, I'm bored, I need to read. So a girl needs to read, a book nerd needs to read. So I thought I would just put these two together before I forget what happens, or I forget the essence. I haven't even started the next series because I haven't done these videos or even like written them down. So yes, so let's get right into it. But before we do this, please like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. And if you want to receive more updates, please hit that little bell. And when you hit the bell, press all. I know YouTube is getting really weird. I had to teach my mom the other day how to do it. Not easy for older people. But okay, let's get right into it. So we're starting with The Sea of Monsters, which is the second book in the series for Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. This one is probably one of my favorites because it is The Sea of Monsters. So it's going to be jam-packed with monsters. And for some reason, I'm like really attracted to like the idea of monsters, kind of like Godzilla. I love Godzilla and the whole universe. What else? What other thing has like monsters in it? Not Percy Jackson. Harry Potter has some decent monsters in it. Well, these have like amazing monsters in it. So it really attracted me to these books. So anywho, I knew right away that this one was gonna be awesome. Plus, I love the ocean. So first things with this one, character development. I really wanted to talk about this because there was one specific thing that I thought that was awesome in this book that he pointed it out really explicitly, was when Annabeth and Percy were already in the Sea of Monsters and they were going to pass by the sirens, and Annabeth really wanted to hear the sirens because they show you exactly what you want, what you really, really want. So they did, and showed her that she's very prideful. Like, the sirens showed you pretty much your fatal flaw, and hers was pride. Percy didn't hear it, so we didn't know what his was. But the idea of a fatal flaw in every hero is very interesting to me because I feel like we all actually might have one. Like, I'm not sure of mine, but I have a feeling it is probably like selfishness or something like that. So that was one thing that I really liked about this book. The next one was another character development thing, was Percy dealing with a brother. I thought that was so cute because Tyson is like the most adorable person ever, though I guess he's a Cyclops, so Cyclops are not exactly looking adorable, but his personality is so adorable. So I love Tyson in this book so much, and Percy having to deal with a brother is even better. And I knew right away that Tyson was not gonna die, so I had no inkling like, he's not gonna die. So I wasn't freaked out when in the book he kind of leaves. But anywho, don't want to ruin the book if you have not read it, but I highly recommend it. Okay, what I liked about this book, I think I already said that. The monsters. I love the monsters, and I love the idea of monsters and how there's just so many of them and they're so intricate, and I don't know why monsters attract me so much. I just love the idea of it. Okay, but the second thing that I really liked about this book is that Grover has to pass as a bride or a girl Cyclops, which is amazing. Just him like talking like a female Cyclops and him having to like make a dress or something. Pretty amazing, I must admit, pretty amazing. Okay, and what I did not like about this book, I honestly wished it was longer. Like, okay, I understand that, okay, he was just writing these books can't be that long because a lot of kids don't read that long and they weren't sure if their books were gonna be great. So I understand that they're not supposed to be that long, but I know so much more could have been added to this book specifically, but it's okay. I wish it was longer though, I really do. So that is my review on The Sea of Monsters. I didn't want to do so much because I am doing 2 books. So tell me what you think about this book, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you like Tyson. I love Tyson. I know there's so much more in it, like Clarice in it, and the very interesting thing that happens at the end. I was not expecting that. When I first read these books, I was not expecting that at all. So I thought it was pretty awesome. Okay, next one. The Titan's Curse. Now, this is the book that made me cry. The only one in the whole series. Now, I'm trying to remember if in the other 5 books I cried. I'm pretty sure I did. Like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. I'm remembering the scene, and yeah, I did cry on those. The other series. But in this series, this is the only book that made me cry. And I'm not going to tell you why, because you haven't read the book, or if you have, at the end of the video, I'll say why I cried, okay? I must admit, this is the one that I like the least as well. I don't know if it's because it made me cry or because Percy was annoying. I don't know. We'll see. But first thing, characters. There's a bunch of new characters in this book, and there are some of my favorites. My favorite one, well, my top, the first one is Zoe Nightshade. And to understand, I'm going to talk like if you already read the book, actually, because that makes it a lot easier. Zoe Nightshade is a hunter from, I believe her name is Artemis, the goddess of, the goddess Artemis, don't know, but she's one of the hunters, and she's pretty much like the head hunter of it. So just like who she is, how strong and brave she is, you kind of just like are attracted to that of her, though she can be kind of annoying, or kind of like, I guess superficial would be the word, but she is like a very caring, awesome person that you do end up liking her. Now, you gotta love also her courage and her bravery. I don't know if I said that already, but you gotta love that because Artemis has to leave, so she has to go and find her, because Artemis actually ends up being trapped. So when she leaves, they give her what's the word? Prophecy? Her prophecy. So they end up giving that to her, and in the end it says that someone's gonna end up being killed by a parent's hand, and she must have known right away that it was gonna be her, because her father was Atlas, the one that they were literally looking for, and she went anyways. And that is bravery and courage, if you know you're gonna die by the person that hates you the most, but you still go because you care about this goddess, or this person, pretty much like her hero. You care about them so much that you go and save them. So I loved her for that. The next one is Thalia. Now, if you read The Sea of Monsters, you know at the end, Thalia comes back. The daughter of Zeus, the one from the tree. Who knew, right? But she comes back, and she reminds me, I feel like her and Percy and Zoe are very similar. Thalia being very headstrong, stubborn, but awesome person. I mean, just like, I love that she's goth. I think that's awesome personality. What I liked about her is you knew that when she comes back, she had to face Luke, because obviously in the beginning, we know that Luke and her and Annabeth were together before they went to camp. So she has to face the reality of Luke's betrayal. Plus, after she realizes that she pretty much can denounce men and serve Artemis, or go with Artemis and be in a family, in a group, that she can now actually like be happy and not feel neglected. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Now, Bianca and Nico. I really liked Bianca. I'm gonna ignore Nico for a little bit, but I wanted to put both of them together because they are brother and sister and children of Hades. From like way back in the day. Like, ooh, they're old. But they're still very young. I want to focus more on Bianca because Bianca chose to go with the hunters instead of being at Camp Half-Blood with her brother. Now, I understand why she did that because she explains it in the book, because she didn't want to be the older sister anymore. Not like she didn't love Nico, but she just didn't want to be the parent. She was young. She was 11, I believe, in the book. 11, 12. So she still had so much life to live, and she wanted to live it. Still be a kid, you know, grow up. This is not the part that made me cry, but Bianca does die. I wanted to learn more about her. I really did. I wish she didn't die, obviously, but she does. And it's very courageous of her because she does give her life for her friends, trying to save her friends, and she does save her friends, but in that process she dies. So I find that very admirable about her, that she was able to do that. My reaction, what I loved about this book. I really got into the characters with this book. If you've noticed how much I'm talking about them, I really love the characters. Well, especially the new ones. That's one thing I really loved about this book. Plus, I love Blackjack. I think he's awesome. I love the Pegasus. Oh, and I forgot about that. Also, Bessie, the sea cow. How can you not like Bessie the sea cow? Though, obviously it's a boy, and I think he had another name. Though I'm not gonna remember that name because it was really long. But I love the idea of Bessie the sea cow. So cute. Now, what I did not like about this book. If you notice, I did not mention Percy. And he really annoys me in this book because he just annoys me. Like, he's very like annoying, like complaining a lot in the beginning. After a while he gets fine once he's like added to the group. But in the beginning I found him very annoying. And how he always argued with Thalia. Which makes sense. I mean, they look like brother and sisters to me, so it makes sense. But he just seemed very whiny to me. That's all I could say, but he seemed very whiny. But okay, now I will tell you why I cried. It was Zoe. She died. Like I said, she died. And that part, I just lost it because they're all telling her pretty much goodbye. And there's so much to her that, you know, you just feel the pain of losing her, you know? So I thought it was amazing how Artemis put her in the stars. I think that's awesome. So that's the part that really made me cry. So these two books, I did really love them. I'm not saying I hated this book, I'm just saying it's the least favorite of all of them. And I really like this one too. But definitely love these books. And highly recommend it. Hopefully you read them after this. They're probably not that expensive anymore. So go buy them on thrift books. Okay, but thank you for watching. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.